about goal setting. Every day we get up, we get a chance to do it all over again. You notice that? Right? You get to do a redo, okay? If you're a doctor, there is no redo. You don't cut a leg off and say, oops, right? In Kyani, you can go, oops, shucks, I did it again. Oh, that's pretty scary, right? But think about it. In Kyani, great things can happen for you. Aim high. You'll hear a lot of great leaders, not just in Kyani, but they're great pastors. They're great people that run CEO companies. If you shoot for the stars, at least you might hit the moon. But if you just shoot for the moon, you might hit the plane. But if you shoot for the plane, you might hit the barn. So what you need to do is just shoot for a higher level of what you want to do. Everybody has the equal opportunity to go out there and do it. Our next speaker, we're going to bring her up. Really dear friend. I got involved in the business. I didn't know a lot of these people, but you know, over this last year, I started to share that friendship. And you know that the greatest thing to do is to be a friend, is to be one. It's like vitamins. We're the vitamin company, right? You need to be one. The greatest vitamin. Okay? With that, we want to bring up Ruby Executive, Sabrina Ribuca!
Aloha! Whippa! So, I'm really nervous and I'm an emotional person. So, if I start crying, please cry with me. Every time there's a mic in my hand, I just want to sing. It's just natural. So, sorry, but honestly, I'm super nervous. And I thought, well, what got me to Ruby? Why did I want to get to Ruby? And this is what I did. I prayed, and I prayed. And I give all glory to God. So, honestly, I prayed. So I prayed, okay, this is where I want to be. Lord, where do you want me to be? How do you want me to help my team? And I called my team, and I have a great team that's here. We made 3 sapphires in February. We made a jade as well, and we just kept being accountable for each other. Where you're at today, where's your volume? Where do you want to be? And we have great leaders in my team, and we all work together. We have respect for each other, and we run like crazy. And it was a short month, right? It's crazy. And I thought I was going to get to Ruby in March. I kept telling Promine, watch, March, going to be our month. You watch. And next thing you know, he's listening to me. And I ran like crazy. I did not eat for 3 days. At the end of February, I literally did not eat at 3 days. My volume was at 4,000 on Wednesday. Friday was the 28th. And I made it happen. You know what? It's funny because you think, well, I shared with everyone. Who else can I share with? I shared with everyone. And then next thing you know, I went in my phone. People started calling me out of the woodwork like that. The next day, Tuesday, I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. Wednesday, people started calling me. I'm like, whoop. And next thing you know, I started calling people. I said, have you tried Kyani before? Oh, no. Okay, let's meet. Boom, 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 boom. I did not eat. I only drank protein shakes. And I drank water. And I worked. And I worked. And I worked. And I worked. And I kept calling my team, where you're at? Where you're at? Where you at? Oh, I'm here. Okay. Who did you call? Who did you call? It was just duplication, 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 duplication. How bad do you want to be where you need to be? What is your goal? Set your goal. All things are possible. All things are possible. How bad do you want it? If some of you just want to be a Jade and just want to make $255 a month or whatever, then so be it. Let that be your thing. It's nobody else's business but yours. You want to help people, make sure you be humble. Always have a humble heart. And listen to what their needs are, not what your needs are. What are their needs? And then grab them and run. Right? But I just stand before you with a great heart, a humble heart. I'm thankful for my team. I love my team. We are like family. And I just pray to hit emerald next month, this month, it doesn't matter. As long as I hit emerald before convention so I can walk on the street. And maybe I get to sing on stage again. But I just thank God, and my why, like Kapolei said, what is your why? My why is my kikis, my children, my Tristan, and my Nayana stars. And I love them, and when I hit Ruby that day, this is what I did. Up and crying with me too, and it was great because this week, you know, I had my kids on spring break, and I sat with them, and I just looked back and I read with them, and I took them to the beach, and I thought, wow, this is pretty amazing. What Kyani can do for you. You want to do it part-time, full-time? So I was full-time. I went down to part-time now. And my husband said, well, if you make me a sapphire, you can quit your job. I said, yes! Guess what I'm going to do? I am going to do that in Jesus' name.
Do that once again. Ribuca! Oh, isn't that great?